teaching was never boring. When I started teaching, two people that I really care about wrote letters for me. One was a former teacher in Cupertino. She actually wrote a letter and she said, "You'd be a great teacher because you'll talk to anybody and it's never boring in teaching." And I have to say she was 100% right.
Unbeknownst to many students, numerous teachers had plans in different careers before entering education. Their journeys that led them to become teachers are just as unique as the careers they led before. Before becoming a science teacher at Kennedy Middle School, Susan Hansen was an engineer.
I know that my work is meaningful. I know that what I do every day makes a difference. As an engineer, I used to get up and I used to say, I'm going to open the stores, and I would be ready for business pretty much. But sometimes if you didn't want to work as an engineer, it didn't matter. I knew that what I did didn't really make that much difference because it would be kind of boring.
I didn't even major in education in college. I actually studied environmental planning. So then after college, I couldn't really get a job in my environmental planning. I had to get a graduate study, so I thought, I'll just try teaching. But I really like kids, and I enjoy helping kids learn and try to figure out like different strategies and different learning styles. So I'll try that.
Ready, set, go.
Since many teachers have started teaching, the education system and style has changed, and with it, so have the teachers themselves.
Like here's an example. Like some kids need to sit down and do work like with a clipboard. Some are fine at their desk. Some are better standing, like I said, or just even moving. Some need to kind of move and to do their thinking. So I think I've been a little bit over the years more flexible with what I allow. I think when I started, I was like, everything is going to just be this way, and there's no wiggle room. But I think over the years, you kind of look at kids need to move. They need to learn different ways.
When I first started, the kids were high achieving. They were very stressed. Then there came a time where kids were doing crazy things and they were very stressed, so we backed off a lot. Like now, kids in 8th grade pretty much have whatever homework I give in class. That's it. And so kids now can't, and the freshmen that come in, they have a really hard time adapting to the changing workload. So I've seen a difference in kids' ability to handle work and the stress of it.
Right now we're talking a lot about anti-racism, and but when I was in school, it was like you were going to get taunted, not physically, but verbally. You just learn to let it roll off your back, which is not what we're really teaching. We're teaching the opposite, that you should try and correct that person. But this is the way I grew up, and so it is hard for me to take that other position, the anti-racist view of trying to change people. It's like I kind of grew up just accepting that this is the way it's going to be.
Everyone becomes a teacher for different reasons. For Nastari, one of her biggest motivators is the ability to grow with her students.
Well, I think if I look back on all the classes I've had, all the kids and the families that I've met over the years, and just like seeing their growth, like I still keep in touch with the fourth grade families that I had, way back in 1989. And now they're grown and they're having their own kids. So I just feel like that, sense of belonging and sense of connectedness has just really helped me enjoy the teaching profession.
I really like being an aide because there you're working with individual students and they want your help. They really want your help. So they do pay attention to what you're doing. So, and I really liked that. That was interesting to me. And also I felt like I was really having an impact on these students' lives because, I could help them get through the whole math maze here at Monte Vista for special ed.
It's the whole process of doing something that you don't think you could ever do, and then mastering it. So that's kind of my whole thing, right? Teaching kids things that they didn't think they could master. Those are the best experiences, is watching the kids learn.
Although some teachers are near retirement, Nastari and Shinta reaffirm that their teaching journey never ends.
In a few years I'll retire and I think, what am I going to do with myself? Because teaching is sort of ingrained in me. I have such a pattern of doing this every day and getting up. And so I'm thinking, what am I going to do with myself? So I've already thought of it because we live close to McClellan Ranch Park and I know they have docents there. And so I think, well, that would be really full circle to like finish teaching, retire, and then go and help the community and be a docent or a tour guide or work through the city, you know, or even as a volunteer and just kind of teach kids about nature because that's my passion. So I think teaching is kind of a lifelong career. We never stop learning. We never stop teaching others. So that's kind of my